foot comes underneath. Always, 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 no exceptions ever. And the reason for that is, if I went, say I blocked it really late on his fist, if I go over, there's no fist. I just lose an arm. If I go underneath, there's always more arm, no matter where my first one made contact. Is that okay? So you go underneath. On the second one, and again, you can change it. If you wanted to do a Tai Show, like you see in Gion Kata and stuff, you can do that. Or you could do an Uruzuki as well, if you prefer that. The way I do it is I'll block out from there, and I just keep this here, and I drive in there, so I'm hitting with those two knuckles. But you could change it. You could do something else if you wanted. So it's not a forearm strike. I am hitting with those two knuckles, and my arm is angled like this, so those are prominent. I don't want to do it like that, because I'll be hitting with the back of my hand. Is that okay? So it's those bits there, so they're sticking out. As I mentioned to a few of you, I'll get students sometimes, they'll hold kick shields with it, or focus bits, and I'll go, just put your hand there, and then move it that kind of like 10 inch. Just bang, but move your whole weight around it. And most of them are surprised, oh, you can get fair digging with that. And you can. You don't if you do that. You do if you do that. Because then you've accelerated your mass into it, right? So from there, always go underneath so it's under, as I crash in. And on this one from there, as you block out from there, you can do what you want here. The way I do it is I go bang, I drive those knuckles in. Is it okay? So you see how my arm's sloping, it's not straight. Is that okay? Two little things that might help. You're okay to have a little play with those, and then we'll move on to number 8. With that lead hand, as you do that, that hand's already coming underneath. Is it okay? So that's the initial start position. Step forwards to there, then you're going to latch on as you block out, and then you're going to turn your hip in as you strike. And your arm will be across your body here, because that's where it is when you've got hold of him, right? So if you're doing it solo, from here again, arm going underneath. 1, 2. And that will be number 7 done solo. Is everyone okay to give that a go? A straight shot because you're going the outside of it, right? This hand's not going that way, it's coming back. So think of it like the tip of a wedge, you know what I mean? It's trying to guide it past you by just connecting the apex of the triangle there and then guiding it past. Once you've done it, you latch on, similar to what we did on number 2. So we just do it slowly so we can see. So lead hand push comes in, it's this way when it blocks. He's okay, and then at the end of it goes bang. So it wedges through to find it, and then snatches on. When you've done that, this backhand then slaps his elbow upwards. Don't slap your partner's elbow. Right, and to get that elbow up, I'm going to turn that hand back, like akin to a motorcycle throttle, right? I'm going to twist it. So when he's throwing his shot from there, I'm there, I latch on, and then it's bang, up to here. Now, so that would be a slap, because what you're wanting to happen is the partner goes, ow. Is that okay? Which will turn his knee sideways so we can really mess it up. So for now, to save everyone's elbows, just gently touch the partner's arm, and they will act as if it had been slapped. Don't slap your partner's arm, right? So that's just the first part of it. So we're going to go from there. 1, 2, 3. You're slapping underneath it. Is that okay? And that is more basai but higher. Is that basai shoulder higher? So there, here, slap. I'm taking my back heel off there because I'm getting ready to kick. Is it okay? Because that's I'm going to attack that leg with a kick in a second. So it doesn't really matter for this one. There, and that hand's coming. That one will turn it, and that one's coming straight up. Is it okay to slap on the back of the elbow? Is everyone okay to give that one a little go? You know what I mean? So yeah, we're looking to get the lock to get a reaction. It's not really the lock we care about. Do take it down like that, and then kick the knee. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. So he throws the same shot, and I'll parry this way, guide it through, slam it downwards, take his leg out. Absolutely fine. Right? That's not what Motobu does. He goes here and he slaps it upwards. That's what I'm looking for. So I had that arm and I'm like, bang, then that happens. I'll then take my back leg, I'll lift it up and I'll side kick. You're only going to get the space to do a little bit of the side kick. What I would be doing is going crunch. Right? Don't do that now. As the old joke goes, though, you can only do it twice per partner. Okay, so you'll find, most people do, I feel a bit close here. Well, it's because you're not fully extending the kick, I hope. Is it okay? So you just and then just drive that thing right through. Now, obviously, if you kick the knee from the front, it does bend that way, so you might be able to ride it a little bit. But by having slapped that and him naturally doing what he does, the knees don't bend sideways. So you've got that knee in position ready to kind of take it out. Is that okay? And again, it's a little bit of traditional. There are a few kicks in these, a couple, but they're all really low, which again is the traditional way of doing it. There's a lovely line from Nick Hughes he wrote in an old article where he said that in a real fight, kicking someone in the head makes about as much sense as punching them in the shin. You know what I mean? You would never, yeah, exactly. You never drop down, hit him in the shins. So why do you take your feet all the way up to the head? The best counter to that is, it's a famous line from Bill Wallace, right? You know, phenomenal kicker, very funny guy as well. But Bill has this line where he says, anyone can kick anyone else in the legs. He says, but I like kicking people in the head because it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? And I know what he means, right? On those days where you land that head-eye kick, it's like, whoa, see that? You know, I am Bruce Lee. You know, but practically, you know, it's a bad idea. So if you look at Motobu's Makiwara, the pictures of it, he has a pad here like everyone does. He's got a pad here as well. So he practices his low kicking, you know, because that's what your feet are for. They're down there anyway, right? And on this one, of course, your hands are busy. So crunch, that's what I'm looking for. And that's it, that's all it is. Is that okay? So that's number 8. Number 9, I've simplified slightly, which I'll explain when I get to, but you'll find these 3 quite easy. Is that okay? So wedge it past, lock your hand on, guide and slap it up, take your back leg, stamp down towards his lead leg, all the while keeping that arm up in the air. So you keep him in that position where his knee's vulnerable. Everyone okay with that one? Okay, there you go. Off to one side. You then latch on, arc and slap up. So at the end of it, it's coming straight, but you might initially contact it here and then drive it up. So, and at that point, I will have my back heel off because I'm already halfway through my kick. I'll then lift my back leg up and I'll drive that side kick in. Is that okay? So with a partner, every time you practice it, you pull it short. In the kata, you can do it, right? It's one of the reasons we need kata, because you can do it without breaking people's knees. You can do the correct movement in a way that no one gets hurt. Got to do it with a partner too, of course. So there, to there, to there. Is that okay? And that definitely should be a knee-height kick. Even if you can kick head height, it shouldn't be. Because, you know, it should be a knee-height kick on this one, because that's the whole point of the arm slap, right? Give that a little go on your own, sorry, and then we'll add the... I'll show you what Motobu does, and then I'll show you why I don't do it. Is that okay? Not this end. So Motobu starts it, the guy swings a backhand shot, he blocks it, he hits, he latches back on. Right? Fine. But I've got that already for number 6. You know, so if I'm making a kata, I always want it to be as minimalistic as possible. All the information in as few a number of moves as possible. So, and because, you know, I've already got this idea, bang, there. The way I get my own students to do it is as soon as a shot, I just do that. Is that okay? So I don't seem to need to repeat. So it's like number 2, but it doesn't push down. Right? What then happens is he swings another shot and you move your other arm in. So it's very white crane spreads its wings style position. Is that okay? So that's the start of it. So he swings the backhand 1, he swings the lead hand 2. And I'm there with my hands wrist bent on both of those arms. Is that okay? This is my favourite one, by the way. And the reason it's my favourite one is I'm convinced I'm one of the few people who teaches it right. I'll show you for why in a minute. And because I think from the photographs, if you look at them, it is easy to misunderstand. But I think there's a little detail that, for me, just changes it. Is that okay? So anyway, so you could do that if you wanted, if you want to block it and move on. But to me, why? I've already got that technique from number 6. So I'm just going to swing through. Is that okay? So, you know, nothing wrong with the way Motobu does it. I just want to strip that out because I've already got that from number 6. Is that all right? So 1, 2, I'm ready to go. Is that okay? Just quick go that left foot forwards, left to left.